Hello and welcome to this month's Maggie Moment. I want to chat today about family meetings and why they matter and how you make them work. If we can keep in mind that a family is actually a system, like it's a unit, then there are different individuals within that unit. And we coming from a more traditional parenting landscape that said, you know, my way or the highway by parents, and now we're moving into one that's actually more about us respecting our children in terms of their capacity to be heard and also to help us problem solve. So always think about it as, rather than me doing to them, can we do together? So I'll go through why a family meeting is important. Not only do children get to be heard, but I can tell you, your kids are actually quite good at solving some of the things that keep you awake at night. No, seriously they are. So a family meeting, if you have boys, make sure they've been fed. So I would prefer to do that after you've eaten. Not too long, don't go any longer than 20 minutes. And I love it if we could also, you know, weave in some creativity around it, that we might have a song that's our family song. You might do a bit of, you know, flossing or something just to get us in the mood if you've got younger children. But I'm going to tell you this can work from children from 3 years of age upwards. So seriously, this is really quite different to mainstream stuff. Okay, so what we do, we open up the meeting. Basically, often at the beginning of a term, the beginning of a year is a really good place to have one, because you need to update everybody about what's coming. So that might be, there might be a shift in what sort of extracurricular activities we're doing. Maybe mum's hours have changed. Maybe there's a different sporting thing on the weekend. So as a family, we're going to work out, how do we make these things work for all of us with as little stress as possible. So that's the opening part to it. And then we lead into let's look at some problems. Now, why a family meeting might be good when it's not the beginning of term is we've started to identify there's some serious sibling stuff going down, maybe around a certain afternoon where there's chores, or maybe they're fighting over something that you've had a few goes at resolving it and it's not working. So that then becomes the core problem that we place on the table and say, okay, so this is happening, and then we would like to hear from each of the kids how they see the problem. Remember, no blame, just being heard. And then we put it to them that we're going to have some time to think about it. Can you work out a solution to this? And Dad and I, or whoever we're parenting with, we're all going to have a chat too. Let's have another meeting in a few days' time and see if we can problem solve it. It's incredibly powerful when you start getting your children to be part of the solution finders in your family. Second, are there any other worries in the family? So sometimes that's where you bring up that grandma's been sick, or that one of the kids at school has been giving you a hard time. We bring up stuff that's kind of outside the family that might be causing us a bit of worry. And then we go into basically setting ourselves up, saying there is going to be on the side of the fridge, or somewhere they see often, a reminder of what we're thinking about and what the problem is we're trying to solve. Because if you've got boys, they've already forgotten what you said. And then we just big group hug, whatever. If you can have dessert or a special occasion treat right then, awesome. And then off they go. High five everybody, meeting's done. So what we're then starting to set up in your family is that conflict happens in relationships, and it's about us all coming together to work out solutions to conflict, because come on, let's be honest, every human relationship will have times that things are a bit difficult. So I hope that's given you some ideas about a family meeting, why they matter, how easy they are, and seriously, I reckon your kids are going to blow you away with some of the solutions they come out with. And that's all from me today.